Isn't it funny how just before you're about to take that step out of your comfort zone, you get that little voice saying, "Ooh, just check that thing," or procrastinate, or "Have you checked your emails?" I just had that. I am a perfectionist and I just want to check things again and again. So, anyway, that voice can go away, and now we're going to talk. It's funny. I've been trying to make this video for the last half an hour. I've had comments asking to learn more about what I went through in my own journey before joining the military. But that's not why I created this channel. I created this channel as a man of faith, trying to discern what God is trying to tell me to do to give to you viewers. And it's funny, the video was going to be about me. It was going to be a more concise understanding of my history and what made me join the military and then leave the military and move to Vietnam. So if you haven't watched last week's video, it was raw and unedited and it was a little bit all over the place. So this week, I prepared a few talking points on my teleprompter. So I started the video and everything was going wrong. I started the recording, but the mic wasn't connected. I started recording and my light that's just here fell on the keyboard and paused the recording. I kept procrastinating. My mind kept going to my emails and all these other things. Now, you might be wondering, what is the point of this now ramble? I believe in spiritual warfare. I believe in anything that's trying to pull us away from discerning what we're meant to talk about. So as soon as I made the video about me and trying to tell you what I've been doing, things just kept going wrong. My mind kept chasing. And it's not about that. It's about you. It's about understanding that I want God to use me like a postman. God has given me talents that are like letters. He's giving them to me and I'm trying to give them to you. Now, YouTube isn't one of those talents. If it comes to personal training, life coaching, men's group, maybe jiu-jitsu, that's in my bag. But if it comes to YouTube, that's not a talent. That's something I'm trying to cultivate. That's something I'm trying to improve to pass on to you. So I'm trying to use this YouTube channel as an opportunity, A, for me to get better at the delivery, B, to connect with more people and build a community, and then C, just try and get used to this. Try and get used to this way of working and conversation. Keep it raw, keep it unedited, and try and speak to you as a viewer. Try and connect with you on a deeper level. Now, it's a little bit strange because I'm looking at myself in my teleprompter and I'm not huge on talking to myself in the mirror, but I'm trying to keep this live, try and keep it unedited. So essentially, when the recording stopped, what did I do? I didn't panic. I had every voice in my mind saying, "Oh, stop it. We won't do it this week. We'll do it next week. Or do something else, or go harder into a script. It's not going well." So what did I do when all those voices were bombarding me? All those intrusions, or as I like to call them, maybe demons, maybe not demons, are trying to push me away from spreading this message and creating this video. I paused and I prayed and I asked the Holy Spirit, what is it you're wanting me to talk about? What is it I'm not getting right here? And the thing that came to my mind was authenticity. So again, I created some talking points to try and keep me on script. I've scratched the talking points. Maybe you can already see that in this message. I've got rid of the talking points. So maybe I'm jumping all over the place. Now, I did have a comment asking about my faith journey. I had another comment asking me more about my journey on why I joined the military and why I eventually moved to Vietnam. Now, that might come down the line, but for the purpose of this video, I just want to let you know how I came to faith, came back to faith. So I was baptized as a Catholic when I was young. I went to church up until I was about 15, moved away from the church, lived a hedonist lifestyle. I said it in the last video. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, that was me. Young and in my 20s, earning a lot of money. I was all about that life. Now, when my wife and I got together, she was big into meditation and yoga, and I genuinely couldn't care about meditation. Now, eventually that curiosity came. The Holy Spirit, that seed was planted to try and understand what it meant. I believed in building physical health and mental health, and the missing thing was spiritual health. Now, I started learning more about meditation. For maybe a year, 2 years, I was meditating, learning more, but something was missing. Now, all the podcasts that I listened to, all the books that I read, all the men that I was trying to follow, there was one common denominator, and that was God. That was faith. It was Christianity. And go back about 6 years, and I started Ascension Press, Bible in a Year, and I started the Exodus 90 challenge. I guess it's a challenge. For anyone that doesn't know, I recommend you try both of those if you're trying to get back into it. But essentially, that gave me the framework for what I explained earlier. Any time in life I find myself in a stressful position, under pressure, having that ability, well, that alongside military training, has allowed me to take a condor moment to pause and think, is this thought serving God, my family, or someone else? If it's not doing one of those three, then it might be an intrusive thought. Or as I say, it might be the devil or demon trying to accuse you and trying to bring you out of alignment. Now, I don't want to go too much into the spiritual warfare stuff. If you want to, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, and I can go into the spiritual warfare stuff. I'm learning a lot myself. Obviously, you don't want to fall into the trap of saying everything's spiritual warfare, everything's demons, everything's devils, because then you turn into a place of fear and you don't want to do anything. You don't want to face the world. We are created to take action, to be courageous and move forward. Now, we need to understand the importance of taking a pause, to stop, reflect, and actually discern, is this what I'm being called to do? Is this what, God made me to do? Now, YouTube might not be the thing for me. I'm still learning. This is only video 4. Well, unedited raw video 2. Okay. Now, this might not go anywhere. And like I said in the last video, that's great. If no one sees it, no one sees it. It's just a video journal for me to try and learn a little bit more about what I'm being called to do. So don't worry. In the coming videos, I will start to give you more frameworks. I will start to reply, make it a bit more concise. But for this video, this is where we're at. Something about faith, something learning about spiritual warfare. And when life tries to throw you off, take the moment to pause, pray, meditate, sit in silence, and just try and listen to your heart and try and understand, what is it I'm actually trying to achieve in this moment? Try and recenter yourself. I don't know if this video will resonate with anyone, but hey ho, we'll wait and see. So to finish off this video, I want to give you something that you can actually take home without rambling. So anytime life throws you a hurdle or you start panicking, just stop. Take a breath and just ask yourself one question. Who is this serving? Is it serving God or a higher purpose? Is it serving my family? Is it serving someone else? If it's serving yourself, maybe you're not doing it for the right reasons. So over the next week, I encourage you, anytime you find yourself reacting to something, getting a bit stressed, getting a bit emotional, just try and pause in that moment. All you can do is try and pause before you react. Turn your reaction into a discerned response. Now, next week's video, if you do want me to go into more of a chronological understanding of my past history, Or if you want me to go more into my understanding of spiritual warfare, let me know in the comments below and I can dive into either of those topics. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this raw and unedited. There will be a little bit of editing on this video just to splice it together, but I promise you, I'm trying to keep it as low as possible and bring you on this journey with me. Hopefully in 3 months, 6 months time, the videos will be a lot more polished and you would have been on the journey with me. So I just want to say thank you for those that have already subscribed, already commented. It's an exciting time ahead, and I look forward to seeing where we're at in 6 months or further down the line. I hope you have a fantastic week. Like and subscribe and let me know in the comments. And if you do want me to keep it raw, unedited, unscripted, let me know in the comments. If you think I ramble too much and you think talking points would be good, let me know in the comments. Or if you have any tips or advice to talking on video, let me know in the comments. Catch you next week.